Gee, wow. Who would have guessed that a little wink 5 years ago will lead to this altar today? I can honestly say that God always had a plan for us. We fell in love even before we admitted it, but God's timing is always perfect.
Oh gosh. To the true love of my life, Debbie. As I sit here tonight writing this letter, I'm trying to sum up how I can put into words my feelings for you, but that's going to be impossible because no amount of words can express that, but I'll say a few. Who knew it would all start from the hit of a wink button over 5 years ago? I'll never forget checking my alerts and seeing you winked at me. I looked at your pictures and profile and said, who is that sexy chick?
He knew from the beginning that we belonged together. I never imagined I could find someone that would love me the way you do. You encouraged me to be my best and hope you feel my love for you. Today, as we stand in front of God, our friends and family, I promise to love you more every single day and to never take our love for granted. I will always stand by your side, be your biggest supporter, honor you as my husband, and make all your dreams come true. I promise to always keep the lines of communicating open and tell you all my hopes and fears.
After a message and a 5-day wait for your response, we finally talked, and that led to our first date. I'll never forget when I first laid eyes on you. Although I didn't know it then, but I did suspect something very different about you. And when we encountered our first kiss on the bridge, I felt chemistry that I had never felt before. I knew then this was different. As time went on, I drew closer and closer to what I thought was love, but God revealed to us that He wasn't ready for what His picture-perfect plan was. As I look back and think about how close we were to losing each other forever, I realized that God had this in His control the whole time. It's all crystal clear now with the vision of seeing you that day in the Red Robin. In the moment in that tree in Kansas, we both knew that we had to say these 3 words: I love you.
I can't wait to spend forever with you. I'll see you at the altar. My love.
Everything came together like a perfect plan, God's plan. Debbie, I love you with all my heart, and I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with you. Tomorrow we will publicly profess a commitment to each other to enter into holy matrimony between man and woman and set forth by God. We will be husband and wife. I look forward to the future we have with each other. I know it won't all be good, but as long as we have each other and stand by each other, we can make it through anything. Debbie, I promise that I will be the best husband I can be and pray that God will give me the strength and wisdom to do so. With that being said, I knew I couldn't put into words how much you really mean to me and how much I love you. Since I didn't have the success I was looking for by expressing it in writing, I promise to prove it to you by the actions as your husband.
I love you, baby.
The time is here, baby. June 14th, 2020. Let's make marriage great again.
When you came over, my heart was on its way out. I wasn't sober, I was thinking out loud. I spoke of your bravery, your wit and audacity, of coming over and letting go of it all. Please move close to me. You love differently. So move close to me, love me differently, differently. You lay beside me, you held my hand in the dark. I started fighting 'cause I was scared of it all.
Gene and Debbie, having come to me signifying your desire to be formally united in marriage and being assured that no legal, moral, or religious barriers hinders this proper union, I ask you to join your right hands and give answers to the questions I'm about to ask you. You first. Gene, in taking the woman you hold by your right hand to be your lawful and wedded wife, I require you to promise to love and cherish her, to honor and sustain her, in sickness as in health, in poverty as in wealth, in the bad that may darken your days, in the good that may light your ways, and to be true to her in all things until death alone shall part you. Do you so promise?
I do.
Amen. Debbie, I'll ask you the same thing. In taking the man you hold by your right hand to be your lawful and wedded husband, I require you to promise to love and cherish him, to honor and sustain him, in sickness as in health, in poverty as in wealth, in the bad that may darken your days, in the good that may light your ways, and to be true to him in all things until death alone shall part you. Do you promise?
I do.
Amen. Amen. By the authority vested in me by the state of South Carolina, I pronounce you husband and wife. Gene, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Gene Garner.
Always on my mind and way out of my league. You were born to be on display, and I'm hard to read. I thought of you, hoping that the ripples would make you notice me. And now you're here, sunlight on the ripples. Somehow you noticed me. I don't believe it's all about the things that we share. Marry me when the lights go out. You know I'll be there. I thought of you, hoping that the ripples would make you notice me. And now you're here, sunlight on the ripples. Somehow you noticed me. Whatever you decide to do, I will keep sending you new ripples.